Hey guys, it's Elle. So I wanted to do a quick video. It's been requested quite a bit, so you ask and you shall receive. It's the look I did in Holland Roden for Comic-Con this year, but it's actually a beautiful way to be able to wear burgundies on your eye without looking sickly. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's get started. Alright, so let's get started. I have my full foundation on and all of that good stuff. What I'm wearing is I'm wearing the Tom Ford foundations. So if you want me to do a full coverage foundation routine for you guys that love a full coverage and really highlighted and contoured, let me know. Comment below and I'll do one. But let's go ahead and get started since we're just going to focus on the eyes today. I'm going to use a Paint Pot by MAC, and this is in soft ochre. And I'm just going to put that all over the lid to give the shadow really something to grab a hold of. And I like using a base because it really gives a more long wearing result to the eyeshadows. And it also neutralizes the color of your lid if you're not gonna wanna, go with that color. If you're just doing a kind of everyday makeup look, I like to kind of go with my natural lid color because it helps give a little bit more dimension and you have me use a little bit less makeup. Alright, so now I'm going to set that, and I'm actually going to be using the Tom Ford palette, and this is in Cocoa Mirage. We used a Charlotte Tilbury palette whenever I did this look with her, but we're going to do something a little different. But just get a palette that has kind of burgundies in it. And this palette does. So I'm just putting a soft off-white all over the lid, all the way up to the brow bone, and on the inside corner of the eye. And then I'm going to actually go in with this light brown color, and we're going to actually do a very traditional eye shape. We're going to hit that right in the socket, and I'm going to kind of elongate it out to the side. We want to make that kind of V on the outside of our eye. And this is very traditional, it's very makeup standard, but what it does is it really opens the eye up and it gives a beautiful kind of flawless finish to the eye. And it's very wearable by everybody. This eye shape, except if you have hooded eyes, you just really want to find that crease and create one. But most eye shapes can do this kind of V shape on the contours of the eye. Again, just kind of going back and forth over and over and over again. This is what's going to give you that blended look. Now I'm going to take a small kind of pencil brush, and I'm going to use the same color, but I'm going to bring it underneath the eye. And I'm going to join these two parts outside here because, again, we're just trying to reinforce this V shape on the outside of the eye because we want to bring this kind of far out for this look. Alright, now we're going to take this burgundy color right here, and we're going to put that just along the outside of the lash line and into the crease. And we want to keep this area very clean because that's going to open up the eye. But we did go with kind of more burgundy colors with Holland, really kind of just to give a little bit more warmth to the eye because that jumpsuit was hunter green. And I'm just going to take my brush and blend. And I'm going to do the same color but underneath. Again, connecting just the outside corner. And then blend again. And this is a clean brush. This has nothing on it. So you kind of want that effect. Now her eye shape's a little bit different than mine. So this coloring is going to show up on me a little bit more than it does with her. I have a little bit more space on my eye, so you're gonna see this kind of coloring a little bit differently on my eye. So you can pick the same makeup, but it'll kind of show up differently on everybody's eye shape. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that Teen Vogue covered the day, and it was so much fun. We had such a great day. All right, so you just kind of see how the focus is on the outside of the eye. This is what you want. We want to take a shimmery color like this, just some color that has quite a bit of reflective properties in it, that is whitish. And I'm just going to use my finger to kind of give this some glow in here. Right, and I'm just bringing it in on the corners of my eyes a little bit and underneath. All right, so now we're going to use a little bit of a pigment by MAC, and it's copper, which I'm obsessed with. I just love this color, don't you guys? And I'm literally just going to use what's on the lid because I don't want to overdo this color. I'm just going to take a small brush, a little bit on the brush, tip off excess. And I'm just going to put this kind of right along the lash line a little bit and into the crease, just a touch. And I'm just going to go back in and kind of smooth that out a little bit. This just to add a little bit extra dimension. I didn't actually do this with her, but I feel like today that might be a nice little accent. And I'm just gonna bring this on the outside corner of my eye as well. It's actually gonna give it a little bit of light. And if you follow me on Instagram, like I said, you're gonna see I actually used this color on a client today for the Kids' Choice Awards, Sports Awards, with a client of mine, Melissa from Every Which Way, and it just is, it's like the perfect no makeup look with just a little bit of light. All right, now for the fun part. And again, I keep saying this, but if you saw my video last week on products, my favorite products for June, you're gonna see this fantastic liner by Benefit. It's called Push-Up Liner, They're Real, and this is in Hunter Green. To me, this really made the look for Holland. It's a green Hunter Green liner, and it just really broke up the burgundy from the rest of the eye. And again, this is what you want to do, whether you're breaking it up with brown or you're breaking it up with black or whatever it is. You want to break up the burgundy along the lash line or what's closest to the eye, because that will ensure that you don't look sickly. And I just did a really beautiful cat eye. This is so easy with this. If you are obsessed with this liner as much as I am, comment below and tell me how much you love it. Also too, comment below if you have another favorite liner that you like that I have not seen, because we're all trying to find those fantastic liners to make a cat liner easier. And I'm just gonna go from the bottom lash line, and that's my guide. And this was not an exaggerated cat eye. This was a small cat eye that just added a little bit of length to the eye and a little bit of color, just a little bit of something special, unexpected. And then I kept it large on the outside and then really tiny as I worked my way in. Barely there. I wish they made like a green mascara to go with this, because I would rock that. All right, so now, why do I keep saying that? So we're just gonna put a little bit of pick any kind of like shimmery white, just one that doesn't have too much reflective properties in it, and just go right under that brow bone. Just a little bit here. Great. And then I'm going to take that matte brown that we used, the very first thing we used, just a little bit, and I'm just going to make sure this is all blended and where we want it. I mean, I'm literally using the lightest hand and the tiniest amount. All right, now give your lashes a good curl. Now a little bit of mascara. This is the Dior mascara, Dior Addict It Lash. Okay, so whenever I do Holland's makeup, she has the most amazing natural lashes. We literally don't apply any false eyelashes. Must be nice. So I'm gonna do it true to form, and not put any lashes on, but just a ton of mascara. All right, so we are almost done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply a little bit of concealer just to highlight underneath here again. This is just a concealer by NARS. And push this in. And I'm not gonna take it too close to my to my lash line because I don't really wanna mess up what I've done underneath there. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to set it. And I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury powders, and I'm gonna do a review on my products that I got from her for next week. So tune in for that if you wanna know what I think about the products. All right, so I'm gonna use number 1 underneath the eye, and I'm just gonna tap it. Tap it, tap it, tap it. And I'm using number 1 because it's a little bit lighter in color. And I think that it will highlight underneath here a little bit more. And then I'm gonna use number 2, just kind of in these places around here, around my contour. And now I'm gonna use my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in medium. And I usually use the Dior Skin Nude for Holland, but for me, this is a better color. Then I'm gonna use, I think what I used was, I can't remember, but I'm gonna use the Swish and Pop Blusher in Ecstasy by Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm using a little bit of her stuff because, again, I'm gonna do the review of her products next week. And I want you guys to be able to see what it looks like on, because I'm gonna do the videos back to back. And then I'm gonna use my Chanel blush. I always use a pop of kind of peach on the apples of her eye, and this is 55 in Love. I use this quite often. I just find that the peach warms up her face and most people's face when I combine peach and pink. Isn't that pretty? I love that combination. All right, now to end the lips, what I used was a Temptu lipstick, and this is in Rose Velveteen, and I'm going to put it all over the lip. And these are so creamy. They're awesome. And then if you need to line your lips, go ahead and line them after the lipstick's on, so it's not so abrasive, you know, lining. Such a pretty color. I love this color. If you haven't checked out these lipsticks, check them out. They're awesome. Temptu. All right, so there we go. I think just a touch more on the cheek, and I think that should do. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I just recreated this look that I did on Comic-Con. I did for Comic-Con on Holland Roden, and it's actually a perfect way to wear burgundies without looking sickly. Make sure you subscribe and share and like and all that good things, and follow me on social medias. And I have a whole bunch of new fun pictures up on Instagram every single day of other work I'm doing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and lots of love from me to you. And remember that you are loved, and I will see you guys on the next one. Mwah! Bye!